Hi everyone, this is Daisy Margaret. This video will be the continuation of Class 8 Unit 4 Heat. Already I have uploaded two parts on it. If you have not watched, I have given the link in the description box. You can watch them. Topics to be discussed in Part 3: calorimetry, temperature, unit of heat, heat capacity, specific heat capacity. Calorimetry, we studied about the effects of heat energy. We know what is expansion, rise in temperature, and change in state. When heat energy is supplied to substances, physical changes takes place in them. We understood from an activity how expansion, rise in temperature, and change in state happens. So, what happens when heat energy is supplied to substances? Physical changes takes place in them. So, we have solid form of water, ice, is changed into liquid form, and liquid form of water is changed to gaseous form. So these are all the physical changes that happen due to heat energy. Similarly, heat energy produces chemical changes also. To know more about the physical and chemical changes that take place in substances, we need to measure the amount of heat involved. So, to know about the physical and chemical changes that are happening due to the heat energy that we supply, we need to know how much of heat is involved in that process. So, the technique used to measure the amount of heat involved in the physical or a chemical process is known as calorimetry. So, what is calorimetry? It is a technique that is used to measure the amount of heat that is involved in that physical or chemical process when heat is supplied to it. Temperature. Temperature is a physical quantity which expresses whether an object is hot or cold. It is measured with the help of thermometer. So we have studied first lesson measurement. If you have not watched it, you can go back and you can watch it in the playlist. So in that we have discussed in detail about the thermometers and temperature. So what is temperature? It is the measurement of warmness or coldness of a substance. So substance that has warmness or cold, that is measured by, that is called as temperature. Temperature, it is a physical quantity which expresses whether an object is hot or cold. So how we will measure temperature? We need the instrument thermometer. So with the help of the thermometer, we will measure the temperature. We will measure whether the object is hot or cold. So we have three scales to measure the temperature. They are Celsius scale, Fahrenheit scale, Kelvin scale. Kelvin scale is the most commonly used one. Unit of heat. We know that heat is a form of energy. It is not a matter, it is a form of energy. The unit of energy in SI system is joule. So, heat is also measured in joule. It is expressed by the symbol J. Most commonly used unit of heat is calorie. So what is the SI unit of energy? The SI unit of energy is joule. So since heat is a energy, the same unit is used. Heat is also measured in joule. It is expressed by the symbol capital J. So most commonly used unit of heat is calorie. We can also. So let us see what is calorie. 1 calorie is the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water through 1 degree Celsius. The relation between the calorie and joule is given as 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joule. So what we define as 1 calorie, the amount of heat that is required to increase the temperature of 1 gram of water through 1 degree Celsius, that is called as 1 calorie. So the relation between calorie and joule, 1 calorie is equal to 4.186 joule. Next topic that we are going to discuss is about heat capacity. Let us do an activity. Take some amount of water and cooking oil in two separate vessels. Heat them till they reach a particular temperature. Which one is heated first? Water will take more time to get heated. Why? So you can observe in the kitchen when your mother is cooking, we are taking some amount of water and we are taking some oil and we are heating both of them. Which one will get heated first? Definitely the oil will get heated first and then water will take more time to get heated. Why? It is because, in general, the amount of heat energy gained or lost by a substance is determined by three factors. Okay, the amount of heat energy gained or lost by a substance is determined by the three things, the three factors. They are: first one, mass of the substance; second one, change in temperature of the substance; and third one, nature of the material of the substance. So different substances, they will have different properties. So they require different amount of energy to reach that particular temperature. So this nature is known as heat capacity of a substance. How the heat gained or lost by a substance is determined? It is determined by three factors. First one, mass of the substance, how much weight it is, mass of the substance. Second one, change in the temperature of the substance. And third one, nature of material of the substance. So different substances require different amount of heat energy to reach a particular temperature. This nature is known as heat capacity of a substance. Heat capacity is defined as the amount of heat energy required by a substance to raise its temperature by 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. Heat capacity is defined as the heat energy required by a substance to raise its temperature by 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. So it is denoted by the symbol C dash. Heat capacity is equal to amount of heat required. Okay, amount of heat required divided by rise in temperature. Heat capacity is defined as the amount of heat energy required by a substance to raise its temperature by 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. What is rise in temperature? Delta T. That is the difference between the temperatures. So the unit of heat capacity is calorie by degree Celsius, or in SI system we can measure it in joule per Kelvin. Specific heat capacity. When the heat capacity of a substance is expressed for unit mass, it is called specific heat capacity. Specific heat capacity of a substance is defined as the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of a substance by 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. So if heat capacity of a substance is expressed for unit mass, that is called as specific heat capacity. So it is defined as the amount of heat energy required to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of a substance by 1 degree Celsius or 1 Kelvin. It is denoted by the symbol C by rise in temperature into mass. So it can be represented as C is equal to Q divided by M into delta T. That is, specific heat capacity is equal to amount of heat energy required divided by mass into rise in temperature. The SI unit of specific heat capacity is joule per kilogram per Kelvin. Summary of the video. We discussed about calorimetry. It is a technique to measure the heat gained or lost in a substance. Temperature. We discussed about the various scales of temperature. We saw the different kinds of temperature, unit of heat, and we found the differences, and we learnt about heat capacity and specific heat capacity. This is to be continued. If you like the video, please do like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.